Welcome back to Good Day Chicago. Like caviar and potato chips, French fries and champagne, the new oddball pairing that you didn't know you needed.
Joining us now with some of their favorite ways to pair the two is Kasia Niewiadomaska from Cindy's Rooftop. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to talk about all the champagne.
Well, so are we.
I love some French fries. Where did this combination and the idea to pair the two start from?
So when we're talking about champagne, we're talking about a good level of acidity, and when we're talking about French fries, it's nice salt. It's a salt and fat content. So it's a perfect pairing. Salt, acidity, kind of cut through it, and it's just so delicious. And I always say if you take couple of French fries, drink the champagne, it cleanses your palate. Couple of more French fries, drink champagne, cleanses your palate some more.
Why doesn't Napa figure that out? You know, forget the cheese trays. I want French
all the charcuterie boards, yeah.
Okay, so Kasia, we know that today is National Prosecco Day, and as you walk us through what you brought in, you're going to tell us what the difference between Prosecco and champagne is.
Lovely. So champagne is basically made in the champagne method, which it goes through fermentation in the bottle. Prosecco is different. It goes through fermentation in the bottle, and the second fermentation goes into a ginormous tank. And that's how you get Prosecco versus champagne. Also, champagne can only be made in the Champagne region of France, but Prosecco can only be made in the Prosecco region of Italy.
I didn't know that.
I did not know. I knew the first part. I didn't know the second part of that.
Yes.
So what did you bring in?
So I brought Billecart Simone, which is a Brut Nature, which doesn't have any sugar added to it. So it's very dry, very straightforward. The second one is Canard Duchesne, which is also on the drier side, but does have a little bit of sugar, has a little bit more sweetness to it. And Champagne Drapier, which is one of my favorites. We serve this by the glass at Cindy's, so please come on in and definitely try it out. And it's one of my favorites as well on the list.
So I think I'm trying that now, right?
Yes.
What I like about it is it's kind of fruity and citrusy and
It doesn't have
sweet.
a bitter aftertaste either.
Right, because I'm used to like, oh, I better water this thing down with orange juice. I'm not gonna like the way it tastes.
No.
That's only for Prosecco, not for champagne.
Okay.
We'd be doing it all wrong, Brian.
Yes.
Now, for the French fries, are there certain French fry pairings that work better? You know, some people like sweet potato fries, some people like tater tots.
Or the truffle fries?
Yes, the truffle fries.
Absolutely. So I would say anything that's spicy, you want the sweeter champagne just because it mellows out that spiciness. If you have like an aioli like we do right over here, you want something on the drier side like you would have the Billecart Simone with no added sugar.
This is good.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, Brian and I are definitely going to be picking up that. Besides French fries, let's say I go on a date and I want to impress someone. What other like champagne and food pairings would you recommend?
100% seafood. So we're talking about oysters, we're talking about caviar, and you can actually do caviar and a potato chip that kind of gives you that saltiness.
Caviar and a potato chip.
Yes, so you have the saltiness and the fattiness. It's just like French fries. Oysters, 100%. That region of France used to be under the sea where a lot of oysters were, so it kind of pairs so well together. So that's how you impress your friends, knowing a little bit of that.
You can also impress your friends by taking them to Cindy's, right?
Absolutely.
So what kind of specials?
Come on in. We definitely have about 10 champagnes and or bubbles by the glass. Some are more on the affordable side. Some are a little bit more fancy. It just depends on what your palate is wanting that day.
So I might forget to bring my wallet the day that we head over there, Brian. Thanks. And make sure you make your reservations early because I learned the hard way.
Yes,
I was trying to make a reservation for my husband and I. They're all booked up, so make sure you plan ahead on that. Kasia, thank you.
Thank you for having me. This was such a great time.
Same. Wonderful.